Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Daniela and today I have a tutorial for you on how to make this lovely bead bracelet using a basic flat herringbone stitch. The herringbone stitch is an extremely versatile bead weaving stitch and it can be done in flat, tubular or circular variations. If you see some beadwork and you are not sure if it's made using a herringbone stitch, you can easily recognize it by the distinctive V pattern formed by the pair of beads. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on. It really helps my channel to grow and so I can shoot more tutorials for you. And if you want to buy me a coffee, check my PayPal me and Patreon link down below. Now let's take a look at materials. As optional, we are gonna need a bead mat. Bead mat is good in that you can easily pick up beads from the bead mat and they will scatter all around you. I will make such a pattern with a color gradient, so I'm gonna need 4 different colors of seed beads. These are Japanese Toho round seed beads of size 11 and the names of the shades are Opaque Frosted White, Ceylon English Bluebell, Inside Color Light Sapphire, Opaque Blue Lined and Transparent Sapphire. Next we need some thread. I'm going to use Fireline size 0.12mm in crystal color. I like to use Fireline when I'm doing herringbone stitch because this stitch is quite loose, even if you tighten it well. And the Fireline is so stiffer and maintains the shape of the finished beadwork well. Also we need a beading needle, this is size 12. And to attach a clasp we need 2 wire gradients, 3 jump rings or split rings. I'm going to use split rings because they are more secure. And I'm gonna use this toggle clasp, scissors, and of course some pliers. First we get a comfortable length of the bead thread. Don't worry if we run out of thread, we can easily add a new one. We thread our needle. And first we make a bead ladder, a 2-row bead ladder because it's easier to hold it in hand. We pick up 4 beads, 2 dark blue, 2 medium blue, bring them down and leave a tail long enough so we can easily attach a clasp with this thread and then weave the tail into our beadwork after we finish the bracelet. And we're gonna go back up through all 4 beads. And back through the first 2 beads. And back down through the last 2 beads. And we are just gonna be making more rows to do right here. I will make 8 rows of beads. The bracelet will be 8 rows wide. We pick up another 2 beads, this time light blue, and we are going back down through the 2 previous beads. And then go back up through the 2 beads we have just added. Pick up another pair of beads, this time white, and go up through the previous pair of beads. And again go down through the pair of beads we have just added. And we will continue the same way until we have 8 pair of beads. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 and I will make 4 more. Now we have 4 columns of beads. 1 column is made of a pair of beads. And we begin a flat herringbone stitch. we will go up through this bead on the edge. The thread will be visible on the edge, but it's not a big deal. We pick up two beads, one dark blue and one medium blue. And we are going down through that second bead, just this one bead. And you can finally see the typical V shape. And we go up through this next bead. We pick up two beads, one light blue and one white, and do exactly the same. So we go down through this very next bead. And go back up and continue the same way till the end of the row. Now we are at the end of the row, and I always like to work the flat herringbone stitch from right to left. So I flip it. And I need to get up again, so I go through this bead up and continue the next row the same way. We are at the end of the next row, flip it and continue. Now I'm running out of my working thread, so I will show you how to finish it and add a new thread. I go down through several beads and go under the thread between two beads. Make a knot, pull tight, and go through a couple more beads. Under the thread and make a knot again and tight. Now we weave the thread in, cut it as close as possible to the beadwork. Cut a new piece of thread, thread a needle and go under the thread anywhere you want. Make a knot. Go through the beads. Under the thread again. And make a knot to secure the thread in place. Tie it well. Go with our needle towards this bead where we ended with our original thread. Go through this bead and we will continue the same way. Now I have the length I want to make a bracelet and I add a clasp. But first I want to connect the last pair of beads together like in the beginning. So I go through the beads up and down to the end of the row. And you can see they snag up together. I'm going to use a wire guardian to protect my thread, so I need to go back through the beads towards the center, exiting one of the white beads. And go through a wire guardian and go back down through the white bead. I want to reinforce the connection a little bit more, so I go back up through the white bead, through the wire guardian, and go back down through the white bead. You can do it several times if you want, but I think that it's enough. And now I weave the tail in. I will do the same as if I were adding a new thread. So I go under the thread, make a knot, and tie it well. Go through a couple more beads. Make another knot. And pull tight. Now I weave the tail in. And cut the thread as close as possible to my beadwork. And I do exactly the same on the other side. Now we can add split rings or jump rings, depends on what you prefer. I'm going to use split rings because they are more secure. It's hard to work with them, but it's worth it. So I open a split ring with split ring tweezers and add a wire guardian. And at the same time, I will add one part of a toggle clasp. And do the same on the other side, but on the side where I use a bar, I'm using 2 split rings, one bigger and one smaller, because it makes the side longer and you can easily put the bar to this other part of the fastening. And we are finished. Write me in the comments below if you like this tutorial, and if you have any ideas or comments, I'd love to hear them. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to support me, and ring the bell so you don't miss any new tutorials. And also feel free to check my Patreon, you can find the link in the description of the video down below. Happy beading and see you next time!